This is it, boys, we're building a boat. We're gonna conquer the seas, we're the Vikings, and we're gonna build a modern longship. Let's go. So this is how far I've gotten with the modern Viking longboat. I'm here in my father's workshop. I'm gonna build this from entirely wood. It's gonna be made out of plywood and some reinforcements, gonna be very light, very fast with the small engine. So this is gonna be my ticket to freedom. If things get rough here in this boat, I will be able to work with my laptop. I will be able to sleep. It's gonna be over 8 meters long, but very narrow. This is why I call it the modern longboat. So the idea with this boat project is that I can remain free regardless of circumstances. If things turn sour, I can just leave. I can live like a digital Bronze Age nomad if required and keep working together with my brothers online or physically in the same location. I can use this boat to evacuate my brothers. I can use this boat to transport, I think, at least 10 people. This is gonna be amazing. But now let's get back to the building of this boat. So I have built this shape of the boat. This is not the boat itself here. This is just for supporting these plywood sheets. I'm gonna glue these plywood sheets together with epoxy to create a very strong and very light boat. So now I've spent about 4 days building this frame, making sure it's very straight and making sure that the shape flows smoothly through the water. This is gonna be a planing boat, but since it's so long and narrow, it's also gonna be very effective at low speeds. I want a long range in case of some sort of emergency. Who knows what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna remain free. And since this boat is so well shaped, so narrow, it's actually gonna be possible to row it with a few guys, so it's truly gonna be the modern longship. This is gonna be amazing. I'm excited to move forward with the project. I'm gonna continue by grinding down the seams of this plywood. I need to connect these two together so they become very strong and one long piece. So the material I have here is 12mm Okume marine grade plywood. I got this for about 1,000 euros, all of the plywood for the entire boat, so I was surprised that I didn't even have to pay so much. In addition to this, there's a lot of costs from some glues and additional pieces of wood. And of course the engine is gonna be like 3,000 or 4,000 euros. So all over this is gonna be a very cheap project. I was expecting to pay much more. And if I wanted to buy something like this I'm creating, it would be like 100,000 euros. There's nothing like this on the market. So I have to create it myself. Now we're starting to work with the epoxy. Keep in mind that I haven't built a boat before, I'm just following my father's instructions. He has built a similar plywood boat before, but I'm just gonna make a better version, a longer one, a faster one, and one which can carry more people, but it's still gonna be kind of the same width and the same angle of the bottom and the same construction methods. So I have a big advantage with this build, my father knowing everything what I need to do. But all over, I believe that almost anybody could start making a boat like this, even if you have no prior experience. I've done some smaller project with epoxy and wood before, and it's pretty simple actually. It requires some patience and precision. So if you get the right tools, you're gonna have a good time. So now it is day 8 of gluing together these plywood pieces. It's a lot of work, but soon I'm gonna be able to glue these together into the boat itself, and then we can see some results. Today we're doing something fun actually. I'm sawing the shape of the boat now. The plywoods are ready. I just need to saw this into shape and then glue on the sides. These are the long pieces of plywood I have been gluing together for a few days. So now after sawing the excess of the bottom plywood out, I was able to screw on the side pieces. And afterwards I sawed off the excess of the side pieces. And then I'm pretty much ready to glue them together. So now I have glued together the bottom of the hull and the sides with epoxy. Next up I'm gonna laminate the seams using glass fiber. This is update 1 of the modern Viking longboat. I'm happy to have you on this adventure. Make sure to tune in, subscribe to watch the entire project, and look forward to more camping videos with my new camera guy who's gonna shoot a video with me this next week. It's gonna be awesome. See you soon, guys.